Welcome to the second installment of the Leadership Academy, and I'm so glad that I think everybody that's in this course was with us for what it means to be a leader. So we've wrapped that up. That was a quick 4 weeks for me. I don't know about you guys, but it just flew by. So what we're looking at now and what we'll be covering the next 4 weeks is talking about the leader as a relationship builder. And I know our last chapter that we talked about was followership, which is relatively a new concept and maybe, again, something that you haven't really heard about. And so now we're going to spend the next few weeks talking about looking at the relationships that happen in being a leader and what you've got to do. And there's so many challenges that are facing us as leaders these days. I know you guys are aware of them, but they're many and they're varied, and it's really a demanding time right now. You think about it just personally, professionally, and when you're trying to build relationship with your coworkers, and not just your coworkers and not just the people that you're leading. I'm talking about people that are higher up than you. We just finished the case of the guy that was too nice, and I told you guys I'm that too nice person that I have to work on that I don't come off all the time as just that person that constantly gives in and constantly acquiesces. So we're going to look in this course the leader as a relationship builder, and what we're going to work on are just some key elements of becoming as effective as possible, as quickly as possible, and really building relationships. So we know, I can tell you over and over, but your success as a leader is really going to be determined by your team's success. And so those results are often a reflection of just your relationship and the people that are delivering them. So what we're going to cover over the next few weeks, this first week we're going to cover motivation and empowerment. Goodness, how do we motivate people? And years ago, and I can't even remember who said the quote, but I've remembered it, that we don't just simply motivate people, we put them in situations where they feel motivated. So we'll look at that the first week. The second week, we're going to look at leadership communication, which is just beyond important, and how we communicate and just the different channels for how we communicate. Sometimes we don't think about that, and that has changed dramatically since COVID and this post-pandemic world that we're living in. But we'll talk about the different channels and what's the best channel for different types of communications that we're going to do with our employees and also with people above us. We'll look at leading teams, which is a course that I teach as well. And at Union University is leading teams and virtual teams, and we'll talk about the importance of leading teams and trying to be effective in that, and just the changes in how we lead and the challenges of leading a virtual team. We're going to look at leadership diversity and developing that type of diversity, because that will only enhance your organization as building diversity. And then we're going to look at power and influence. And power gets a bad rap sometimes, but I'm telling you, it's not all bad. So we'll look at just the different levels of power, and that will wrap up our 4 weeks. So this first week, it's kind of a little short week. I say short. I got a couple of days shaved off of it. So we're only going to cover 1 chapter, so it won't be hopefully too invasive. I know everybody has been celebrating the 4th and just getting back into work, so it's kind of an easy week for you. And I hope you enjoy it, because motivation and how to motivate people. I struggle with that. I used to feel like I had a handle on it, and then again, I know I keep saying post-pandemic, and I hate even saying that, but that's what we've dealt with. And how do we motivate people? How do we keep people on the job? How do we keep ourselves motivated to where we want to show up for work? And if you're like me, I operated on adrenaline for probably the first year of the pandemic and just pushing ahead, and we knew what we had to do. But I think there's so many of us that are tired from that. So how do we keep ourselves motivated? How do we keep our employees motivated? And how do we keep people showing up to work, coming in and give the best that they can give? All right. You guys have a great one. I'm always available if needed. You can message me through the course, feel free to shoot me an email at lpowell@uu.edu or pick up the phone and call me sometime. 731-661-5163. You guys take care, and I hope you enjoy this week.